Gunner was a massive 7.5-pound yellow lab who had not wagged his tail in exactly 732 days. Yet, they brought the massive, unreadable dog home, and the moment it stepped into their living room,
"Are you a Floofy McGrump Grump? Is your name Grumpy McGrumperson?"
he had moved through 3 shelters and been returned by 2 families, each one leaving behind a version of the same quiet verdict. He was hollow, he was broken. His file had been marked for final review, the shelter's careful language for a dog who was running out of time. Nobody knew what had fractured him. What the record showed was a dog who pressed himself against walls, flinched at ordinary sounds, and stared at nothing for hours. He was not aggressive. He was not dangerous. He was simply somewhere else, as if the part of him that knew how to trust had been packed away and the address lost. At 2:15 inches the morning, a 7 months pregnant woman named Sarah found his profile online. She showed the photo to her husband Mark the next day. He studied the image for a moment and said, "He looks empty inside." Sarah looked at the same photo and gave a different answer. "I know. That's why we have to try." They brought Gunner home on a Friday. He stood in the center of their living room for 10 full minutes, shoulders tense, head low, waiting for whatever came next. Sarah did not rush him. For an entire month, she simply existed in the same rooms he occupied. No coaxing, no forced affection, just presence. She kept a journal on her nightstand and recorded every small thing. The first evening he finished his food. The single second he nudged her hand with his nose before pulling away. His tail never moved. It hung behind him like something he had forgotten how to use. Then Lily arrived, 6 days early, 6 pounds and 8 ounces, filling the quiet house with sounds it had never held before. When Mark carried the car seat through the front door, Gunner moved forward on his own, slowly, head dropped low, nose lifted, reading the air around the blanket with careful, deliberate attention. The room was still, and then his tail moved. One single, slow wag, hesitant, like a muscle waking from a long sleep. It lasted only a second, but after 732 days, a second was everything. Something in Gunner had shifted at a level no training could have reached. From that night forward, he slept outside Lily's door, not because anyone asked him to, not because he had been taught. He simply took up his post and stayed there, his breathing slow and steady in the dark hallway, listening. Labradors were not bred to be guard dogs in any aggressive sense. They were bred to be attuned, to read human emotion the way some people read weather. One night in February, Lily ran a low fever, and Sarah sat in the nursing chair at 3 a.m. She looked across the room at Gunner lying in the doorway, his chest rising and falling with an ease she did not feel herself. And somewhere in that steady, unhurried rhythm, she found the calm she had been searching for. He had come into their home as a dog the world had given up on. He stayed as the one who held the family together on the hardest nights. Trust, when it finally arrives, does not announce itself. It simply appears one quiet morning and you realize it has been there longer than you thought. If Gunner's story made you think of an animal still waiting, there are dogs in shelters right now who have a similar file, and nothing in that file tells the whole story. The comments are open. Share what you know about second chances. Someone reading this might need to hear it.